This hoof had an unbelievable gouge out of the side. Stay tuned, you won't believe how much hoof Tom strips off this, all to make this cow more comfortable.
Hello folks, Tom here, Tech TV.
Whoa! What on earth is stuck on this cow's foot? I'm a better cook than I am a trimmer, so this is why I get this job.
I don't know what you would call us, but I think we'd go down under the name of Hoof Trimmers. Good morning folks. The elf on the shelf has finally wakened up. Can I just start by wishing all our subscribers a happy, healthy and blessed 2023. Hello folks, welcome to Tech TV. Tom here, just welcoming you to a lovely frosty Ireland. I'm down in Cavan this morning and it is in the minuses, -3/4. That's quite high, or quite low I should say, for us. No matter, the show must go on. I'm all hopped up here this morning and I have a lovely hat on me from the Hoof GP, if you've ever heard of him. If you haven't, look him up. It's probably, this hat this morning with it being so cold, this hat is probably the best thing about the Hoof GP today for me. It's this lovely little cozy hat and I thank him for it. I wish him and his family a great 2023 probably, and I hope they had a great Christmas. It wouldn't be the same if we didn't do a bit of slagging and have a bit of crack with each other. But also to all hoof trimmers across the world, let you be working in the balmy sunshine or Arctic conditions, I wish you and your families well also for 2023. These little cows are all tucked in here. Now this shed is normally quite warm, or quite cold rather, and all this side of the building is all open. Where you see the straw bales put up in place. So here I am tucked in here. And when I seen this morning I thought, yeah, the farmer really loves me, but really and truly he loves his cows, and why wouldn't he? These bales are keeping the cold out and these little girls are waiting to be trimmed. There may be something of interest that will come up. I'll hope I can take it to you. But there's no washing facilities here. We don't want water, excess water on the ground, because when we're done with the water then it freezes, leaves it very slippery and dangerous for animals and the old human being. So I'll catch up with you later if I have anything interesting to show. Okay, chat to you later. Put on a little sawdust just because there's a slight wee slippiness in it, just with a slight moisture. And anywhere there's moisture it seems to just, or a little dampness or a bit of water and sub-zero temperatures, it's like somebody has just welded it together. Well, these little cows are quite cozy in here, just where the farmer took out bales to let me in, and it's just to give you an indication in what people in agriculture, there's a bit of cow poo there and I'm kicking it with my boot and it's close to collar on these little, and now the farmer, and I thought he didn't know. Incredible chap. So here we are. I've come across the Hoof GP and I was trimming away quite nicely. We've done a few routine trims and then we'll come across this little cow showing a wee bit of lameness, not overly much, but as I said earlier, I can't wash this today, so with sawdust and it's cold I'm wearing a thermal glove to try and keep the hands warm. Some of you are asking about my finger. It's coming along nicely. Boys, these cold mornings you don't know that you have had an injury on it. So we'll make a start on this trim, and as I say, sorry for the lack of water, but I've cleaned it off with some nice fine sawdust, and the farmer has been looking at this. I can see a few farmer tracks here, and I applaud all you farmers who get the foot up and try to get a look at it. Just to give you an idea how cold it is, this is a rope I use sometimes to put up in between cow's legs, or cow's claws, hip minus hip. So there it is, nice and solid. It's defying gravity this morning because it is the freezing sub-zero temperatures on its side. Times I think that old guys like me should be in the house all hopped up days like this, but
so you say that you are. Oh, streaks pass like blurry shooting stars. Out of my sight, but always seeking. Well, if it's good, then it's good enough for now. 'Cause I will follow you for the last time.
Just have to stop here briefly because the farmer is moving about. He wants to get electric for a heater to keep his little robots warm. But what I've done here, you can see the sole fracturing coming through here. You can just see the discolourment, and there's a little hole here, whether it's man-made or a natural hole at this stage, I don't know. And I've got this ready for a block, so I'll crack on a block on it, and we'll let the farmer get his heating sorted out, and I'll come back to you probably with the block on. So in your absence, folks, I stuck on a little block with this wonderful black magic glue, and it's all in here, and it's in a lovely little box made by KVK, and it just keeps the glue at the right temperature, the blocks at the correct temperature, keeps my tips warm. Just fit in my little glue gun. It's sitting there, a little battery power, and if you sort of get it in and get the door closed quick enough, it stays there. Be ready for it to fall out. With the cows jiggling about, sometimes the crush going up and down, it can't move out of place, so you have to be just aware and know that possibly it could be a problem around the corner. It could possibly be a little problem up the white line. So just now we're into a new year, and what I wanted to, what was just in my thoughts was, this cow here has a problem here in this outer claw, or her lateral claw, and it's sole fracturing. Because she has been putting a lot of weight on it, she has got into a situation where she has got a problem. And really, for us to take this cow out of this problem, I have fitted a block, and the block has done something wonderful. It has elevated the cow's sick or sore or whatever you want to call it claw. So in a nutshell, I have elevated the claw. She has a problem here. We're taking her up with it. I'm going to trim this out now shortly. But what I was just thinking, at the start of 2023, if you've been doing the same thing that you've been doing for years and expecting different results, I'm told it's called the first sign of craziness. Now here we've elevated this claw. We're going to take this up, or take it up off the ground. It's going to heal, it's going to change, because it's elevated. And sometimes we have a set of problems, and it's our level of thinking at the moment that got us these set of problems. So therefore, whenever we elevate our thinking, we elevate our cow's foot, it brings changes, and it brings positive changes. So I'll get on with the trim. Easy pat. I think these clumsy air gloves doesn't help, but what do they say? A bad workman blames his tool. Let me remove that with the green. So you can see this double sole. Oh, don't go, I've just dropped a knife and I'm working on slats. Oh, thank goodness that didn't work. So as the hoof joins the bulb, just in the back, in the very back of her heel, I want to just take this away. This is possibly a little touch of dermatitis here. I would go as far as to say that it's the dermatitis that has been on her heel that has actually undermined and made its way down under the hoof, or under the claw horn. And that's when a skin problem with dermatitis can become a hoof problem. That's very, very sore there. I just know by looking at it, so I don't want to hurt her. I just want to take it gently, easy care. I'm going to revisit this cow next month. So I'm just trimming it down now and cleaning it out, removing the weight, or as I said earlier, elevating. And for ourselves to elevate the way we look at things is just to elevate our thinking. And this block will bring big changes to this cow. I'm just trying to get it nice and clean. I'm going to put a wrap on it. 2 little spots of dermatitis there. So we've lowered the claw, fitted the block, lifted it, elevated it. Like I said earlier, elevated the thinking. Brings changes. Keep thinking the same thing all the time. Changes nothing. So if you elevate your little foot, you elevate your thought pattern, your thought process, it is phenomenal. So now I'm going to salicylic acid this, and it'll be a lot happier for her and a lot comfortable. There you are. On goes the salicylic on those 2 areas. Get that wrapped up and get the weight off it, get a block on it. She's going to step into 2023 remarkably. Clarify that tail end of that wrap is over here. There's the dermatitis here, so that's going to keep it in place while that's comfortable. Now, as I might have mentioned briefly before, KVK are so proud of this, they put their name on it. It's an absolute cracking little job. It goes round the cow's leg, and we lift the cow's leg up, and it actually, because it's shaped like this, the cow's leg sits in it here, or my arm, I put my arm into it, and it brings it up. And what actually good thing of it is it doesn't squeeze the cow's leg. Sometimes we use leg straps and we cut them round, and they, as the cow maybe pulls, the squeeze in on it. But this here is incredible. I know it's not looking too clean looking after doing a number of cows, or my hands grabbing it or whatever, but it's so simple. I have quickly just popped over to this other little foot, because the other one that we wrapped with the dermatitis in it, and the bit of overburdenness and the fracture, sort of the sole fracture, which is sort of growing in other soles. But this is her other back foot, so it just shows that, you know, wee injuries and little things going on. And I'm just hoping and looking at this foot that it looks pretty decent. Of the lateral claw, we'll model it out nice and wide, and like that is her opposite, or her other foot on the back. This is her back right, the other was her back left, and she has a little bit of slight bit of bruising going on there, but I do believe that this will alleviate it. I was so uptight there whenever I thought I had lost my tack knife down into the slatted area, because you see that bruising coming across there, that's now going to be removed. We're removing the weight of it, we've intervened, and we're leaving her, we're taking the back 2/3 of the claw, we're leaving her in the toe triangle here, we're leaving her to walk on this surface, and we'll just slightly model out that medial claw, and we'll leave her all the height that she initially had. So what I love is balance. So we've brought her into balance, we've removed the weight of this claw, the outer claw, and when you compare her to her other claw on the back left, you know, this eventually would probably have arrived to the same state. So we've brought balance about on this, and get her front foot done, and I'll get her out, because between the farmer moving heaters about and things like that, she's probably been in the crush quite a wee while.
Okay, 4, 4, 4, 5. Walk off there now. See how fluffy it is on the inside? Get on the solid side a little bit there. There she goes off. Just cleaning that, very sore. This little half is going in now. She should be just nice through. Hey girl, up you go. Good and alleviated. This farmer's on top of his game here with his trimming and his care for his cows. So I am actually extremely cold and I'm going to have a cup of coffee. I just want to thank you all for watching. Thank you all for your support. People inquiring about my finger. It's coming along nicely. My grip's improving and really appreciate everything. Your kind comments and I try to answer stuff through the videos, but over the next wee while I might get a wee bit of time maybe to answer some of your questions. But there's so many of them and there's a lot of stuff going on. But listen folks, thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.